wonderful people. It is Empress Hill checking in with you with another lock video. And I am just getting my day started out here in the DMV, getting ready to sip on some tea and give you all a highlight of my lock regimens. Now, shout out to my wonderful subscribers and those of y'all that are leaving comments. I definitely see and receive what you're writing. So with that said, I want to get right into today's video, and it is going to be a little bit of my daily lock regimen. And although I don't necessarily have a daily lock regimen because I don't do a whole lot to my locks, I figured it would be awesome to highlight some of the things that I do to my locks for grooming purposes. So stay tuned, I'm going to get this tea popping and we can get right into the video. Today is another day, another blessing, and another opportunity to get things right. While this tea is cooling down, let's go ahead and get right into today's topic on my lock regimen. So let's start with how I wake up in the morning. I have my wonderful four-legged alarm clock by the name of Sebastian,
to be up here,
who usually wakes me up. I usually get my day started right around 7:30, 8 a.m. From there, it is a beeline to the bathroom and outside to take him to the bathroom. And from there is when I tie my hair up, just to keep it out of the way while I'm doing things and to, just get it off of my neck for the time being. So once I do that, I'll go about my day, use the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, all of those typical things. And from there, I usually will get in the shower. My hair's still up at this point, so I'm getting my neck and all of those spots that my hair would normally be covering. And I don't moisturize my hair daily with water, oil, or anything, but it does definitely get wet in the shower. I don't keep it covered or anything when I'm bathing, so it definitely gets water and humidity from just taking a shower. After that, I'll go ahead and finish, getting ready, make sure that, my face is protected, make sure that I'm looking all right before I step out. And then from there, I will get dressed, put on my clothes, my hemp gear. You can see I'm rocking today. I just got on something basic, all hemp, all swag. And one thing that I do occasionally is brush my locks. Now, I know people are probably like, brushing your locks? Yeah, underneath all of this is, new growth and everything, and locks are a magnet to lint. And although lint is inevitable, it is necessary to keep it under control as much as you can. So that's what I often accomplish with the brush, and I'll actually go through each of my locks. Maybe if I'm just sitting down and thinking about it, or if I notice something, I'll just go through and pick out whatever lint that I can see on the surface. And this is after I've brushed it, of course. And again, I don't brush my locks every day. This is just, something that I'll do on occasion. I always brush my locks before I wash them, just to get anything that's on the surface off, and then I can go ahead and wash them and go about my day with that. And as far as how often do I wash my locks, I would say as often as I feel the need to. And that can be once a month, that can be once every 3 months, and I've even gone longer than that. And a lot of people from a hygiene standpoint could not fathom going that long without washing their hair. But again, I don't put anything in my hair. I don't have buildup. My hair does not smell. And because of the oil I talked about in a previous video, sebum, that actually creates almost like a barrier and protects your hair in such a way. And to give you an example of this, if you were to just pour a bucket of water on my head, it wouldn't necessarily absorb, it would kind of roll off. And that is just showing you the protection that our body naturally provides against dirt and elements outside of ourselves. So that's just a thought. I am my own experiment, and I am so grateful for giving time to set in before I started my lock journey online on YouTube. Honestly, this is something that I've wanted to do since I started my locks. And if I were to do it any sooner than now, I would probably be trying to figure it out at the same time that I'm trying to teach y'all about things. So I'm very grateful to have given the time to really learn and figure out what works for my locks. And I've come to the conclusion, again, that less is more. And don't get me wrong, when I was first starting my locks, even within the first 4 or 5 years, I was doing the most. I was doing everything from tea rinses to aloe vera treatments to ACV detoxes on the regular, to oiling my scalp every day, to washing it every 2 weeks. I was literally doing the most. And I revert back to my current stance on doing the minimal and making sure that it is clean and all of those things. Excuse me for a second. That is some good tea. This is how you want to start the day. So I'm sipping on a chai blend. It's a pumpkin spice chai blend. And it is pretty much black tea with pumpkin spice and coconut milk. And it is just the best thing. And I did go ahead and drop a little bit of maple syrup in there for sweetness this time. Okay, so back to my lock regimen. As you can see, I am wearing one of my favorite hemp beanies. You will not catch me out without this often. If I'm not wearing this, my hair is probably drying or I have it up, but usually I have this, and this protects my crown. This protects my roots and my scalp and the finest part of my hair. So I usually keep that covered during the day, and that brings me to what I do with them at night. I've had a couple of people ask me, do I cover my locks at night? Do I have a satin pillowcase? And the answer to both of those questions is no. Now, I do see the benefits of a satin pillowcase because it is probably a lot less likely to cause lint and things that can get in your locks. I do recommend, if it's not like a smooth pillowcase, to probably use a darker colored pillowcase so that any lint is not so visible. And aside from that, as far as covering my locks at night, I feel like I need more protection during the day, so I cover my locks during the day and leave them free at night. So that is ass backwards from what most people do. I think a lot of people cover their locks at night, and I can understand. I'm not saying that I've never woken up in the middle of the night with my locks around my neck. I've gotten so used to them by now that as I switch positions through the night, I'm just half asleep and moving them around, or when I initially lay on the pillow, I'll position them so that they're up and off of my neck while I'm sleeping. But the nighttime is an opportunity for my locks to just be free. Free from all of the outside elements, free from having a cap on it, and free to just grow how they want to grow. So that's how I feel about it. And that is how I take care of my locks on a regular daily, weekly, monthly basis as often as I deem necessary. And I would love to hear some of the things that you all do to take care of your locks. My regimen has definitely changed over the years. If you would have asked me to do this video 6, 7, even 5 years ago, it would probably be a lot different than it is now. So again, I'm thankful for all of the experience that I've gained, trial, error, and I feel like I'm really in a good place to be able to share things that I've learned on my personal journey. Ooh, I wish y'all were here to sip this tea with. It really is hitting the spot today. And I guess this is part of the regimen as well, because like I say, you feed your locks from within, and this is part of my intake at the beginning of the day. So I would like to include sipping tea as part of my Freeform Loc regimen. I am going to be doing a video of all of your questions regarding my Freeform Locs, and I will be doing that sometime next month. I hope to get to that sooner than later. But for now, definitely leave your questions in the comment section so I can go ahead and take a look at that and answer them accordingly. I almost forgot to mention, shout out to MadHop20 for requesting this video on my Freeform Loc regimen. And one thing that I forgot to add about my lock regimen is definitely self-care. So whether I'm working from home during the day or going from point A to point B to get to my vehicle, I spend a good amount of time outside in the sun absorbing all of that good vitamin D. One, two, three, it's time to get this D. I'm not talking about that, but it's the reality. I'm talking about the sun, and I'm out here having fun. Don't take these rhymes too serious. You might get delirious thinking, but what I just said might put you to bed. But these rhymes is all from the head. Nothing is read. All right, y'all, that officially concludes our video for the day. As always, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, peace. And now for some bonus content. Another part of my lock regimen is feeding myself from within. So with that said, I'm going to be preparing a quick lunch, and it will be my version of Kung Pao chicken. Garlic and ginger. Yeah, that looks about ready. Lunch is served.